welcome, dear viewers, to Couch Warrior TV on YouTube. I am the Couch Warrior, and this is Unbound Season 2 Let's Play. This video series is a companion to Character Crusade Unbound podcast, and in each episode, we explore Skyrim roleplay concepts and ideas through actual game play. Season 2 of the podcast is called The Ghosts of Yore, and our character concept is Breezy Bodilette, student of the Order of the Divine Scribe. In the last episode, we recovered a book that was on our list. And now we are after the next one. And of course, this is telling us we need to cross. But I think what Breezy is going to need to do is get some rest. Okay. Clairvoyance is still telling her that she needs to go straight across. So that's not a bad deal. Whoa, 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 whoa. Crap, 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 crap. Okay, 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 okay. Run, 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 run. Play a little cat and mage. Ow! Oh, crap. Oh, whoa. Oh, he was still up and around. Whoa, that could have been deadly. Holy crap. I'm glad I caught that when I did. If a giant spider can one-shot us, a saber cat certainly can. What do you got? Anything useful? Like I've said, she's not really a huntress type, so she's not going to really skin animals. That's probably not going to be her thing. But she'll definitely search them. It's just to see if there's useful items. Oh, God. What a mess. Huh, look at that. A map. All right, we'll take these books, I think. I think it makes sense. If she leaves them here, they're just going to rot or be destroyed. Oh, light armor. That's nice. Very good. This is a grisly mess in here. But what we do know of Breezy is that she's extraordinarily practical and quite kind of mercenary in her attitude, right? We've seen her not happily, but without reluctance, pick over bodies looking for stray septums. So she doesn't have any qualms about that, that's for sure. Let's take our level up. All right, I'm going to turn down the game sound a bit here. Let's go with our magic. That is what we're doing next. Now, we've invested quite a bit in making sure that we're protecting ourselves through destruction. If we take a look at this, there's not much more we can do here, except perhaps at basic destruction mastery. Destruction spell cost is 50% less magicka, and destruction spells are 0.5% more powerful per level of destruction. That would be a nice to have, for sure. However, most of the spells that we're casting currently are novice level, and we don't have any restrictions on that. What I'm thinking is now might be a good time for us to invest in some light armor. This will give us some protection and at least get us started down the path of this light armor investment. Okay? So that's what we're going to do. Sometimes at early levels, the things you got to invest in are the things that aren't quite as sexy looking, right? And it would be very, very tempting to dump a lot of perks into destruction. We're going to try to be a bit more disciplined about that and kind of spread our investments out just a little bit more across all of the areas that we want to focus on. And I certainly don't have any qualms whatsoever about investing in light armor. Given how much time she's spent in combat, she's definitely going to be learning some things about that. All right. Huh. Now, the other thing that we have to remember is that Breezy is not intimately familiar with the terrain here, but she's starting to put the pieces together. We're following the roads and trying to figure out where roads connect, right? So we can look at this: Windhelm, Riften, Shorestone. We've not been to any of these places yet. So we're going to go up here to Kynes Grove and just have a quick look. This will give us a sense for where we are and help her start to piece together how this province is arranged.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
All right. Good to know.
Poor Rogie. If you're feeling charitable, buy the Northern mead. He's good for it.
What do you got for sale?
Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
All right, we'll get some fresh food. Ooh, we'll buy that Alto wine. The hangover is gone, so...
Until next time.
Now, she's going to be pretty tired at this point, but she's the sort of person that it strikes me that if given the choice between staying in the small town inn and staying in the city, she'd move on to the city. So we're going to stop here for food. But she is going to definitely move on to Windhelm. Oh, a mage. Hey.
An outsider? The mine's always on the verge of collapse. Good thing I'm around to keep it up.
Really? What do you do exactly?
Nosy one, huh? I was a mage back in Morrowind. I lend my talents to the mines here, helping them keep the tunnels safe. By Azura, it gets hot in there. I use frost salts for a potion to keep the heat bearable, but I'm out.
Sorry to hear about
It's not
that.
any of your bother, so I don't see what you're apologizing for.
So, exactly how can you use alteration magic to keep a mine from collapsing? Can you teach me that?
I can certainly share a bit of what I know.
All right. So we don't have a lot to invest here. But let's do it. Interesting.
All right, then.
Now, one of the things I think is really important about this is we want to kind of create a situation where we extend the amount of time that Breezy is kind of in this financial jeopardy. And Skyrim has a tendency to, you can make money in Skyrim pretty damn quickly. And one of the things that I don't want with this character is I don't want her to be, at level 10 and have 20,000 gold, right? So the way that I overcome that is to start her off with very little gold as a reflection of the fact that she spent it all on traveling. But along the way, we're also going to spend our gold fairly liberally, because one of the things that we're saying is a trait of Breezy as a person is that she is not a spendthrift. She's not thrifty with her money. She spends her money impulsively. So I think what that'll do is it'll make things interesting. She'll buy them as they're presented. But it'll also mean that she's kind of perpetually in this situation where she's running short of money all the time, because she keeps blowing her money on different things.
Horses.
Some of it will be her blowing money on books. Some of it will be her blowing money on things like training and possibly even wine. But I think we could see her blowing her money on some other big-ticket items later on as well. So my goal is, at least at the start of her character journey, to keep her at a fairly low amount of gold as she just keeps spending it as fast as she makes it,
We haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Huh?
Hey, maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help in the war is because they're Imperial spies.
Imperial spies? You can't be serious.
Maybe we'll pay you a visit tonight, little spy. We got ways of finding out what you really are.
Wow. Those guys are dicks.
You hate the Dark Elves. Are you here to bully us and tell us to leave?
No.
You've come to the wrong city, then. Windhelm's a haven of prejudice and narrow thinking, unworthy of one such as you.
Look like those assholes were giving you trouble.
Nothing new there. Most of the Nords living in Windhelm don't care much for us, but Rolf is the worst by far. He likes to get drunk and walk around the Grey Quarter yelling insults at us in the small hours of the morning.
Really?
Oh, a real charmer, that one.
Huh. Okay.
Safe travels.
Interesting. Maybe Rolf is the sort of guy who needs a prank. I'll have to think about that. Hello.
Yes?
Ah, here we go. Look at all these choices. Now this is a marketplace. Everything's concentrated. You don't have to run all over the place.
I'll be fine.
Master, you're far too old for this sort of journey. We don't know what's inside.
I can... just...
You see, you're not well. Have a seat, and I'll fetch you some tonic.
Fellas.
Oh, if there was a tonic that could help me.
Fellas.
So close.
What do you got for sale?
Take a look.
Oh, you got beehive husk? Bless your heart. What else? Come on. Come on. Skeever tail. Yes. Okay. That's all I need, really.
Hope to see you again soon.
Oh, sure. This is great. All right, what else we got here?
I've been a bit out of sorts since
Hey, lady, can I use this?
our daughter was taken from us.
I don't haggle. If you want a lower price, look elsewhere.
All right. Let's get rid of that.
I'd travel more, but who wants to deal with all the soldiers these days?
Yes, that's right.
Fresh fruit and
Whether or not
vegetables
I'm
for
interested.
sale.
If you're looking to get a drink, Candlehearth Hall's got warm fires and strong ale. Take a look.
All right. Let's see what we can offload. Anything? No, not that stuff. I need all that. Okay, these can go, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Don't need that. Don't need that. These gloves are cool and everything, but not really my style. Okay. Gravel, hailstones, what's his face? We're keeping all that stuff. Get rid of this stuff. Good enough.
Thank you for your custom.
Holy cow, buddy.
Bring them by whenever it's
Personal space, eh? All right, let's go get some rest. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Yep, right back out again. All right, well, before we get all into that, let's get some rest.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Yes.
This got some fresh baked bread and good cheese if you're after a bite to eat.
How about a room?
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Speak. Speak.
I don't like this guy. He's got a bad look about him, you know? Speak.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
All right. I'm good. Thanks. All right. Well, this'll do. So, Alto wine. Delicious. Do a little goat cheese. A little honey nut treat. Off to bed we go. Okay. Eight hours. Now she's kind of getting off kilter with her sleep schedule here. Because she was up all night, now she's sleeping in the middle of the day. So things are going to start getting weird, I think, with her sleep schedule. But she's not the person who I think would just kind of hang around town.
We'll drive out the empire from this land that we own.
I think she'd be too impatient for that.
Yes, so
Make it quick.
I'm sure you would.
Lord Nilsson has been wrecked since her sister was killed.
Oh, this place is nice. What's this? Olaf and the Dragon. It's a story. Well, not really. Kind of a historical account, really. Well, that's not my book.
We're the children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives.
Be on the lookout. The book.
All right. Well, let's do it. course. All right, so we're back on the road. We're going to find this book. Really have no idea where it is on the map. We're just following the clues as they're presented to us, as Ura Groshub is guiding us through his spell work. Up here? Huh. That's quaint. Now I'm off the road. This is a little bit risky. Sorry, fella. I kind of whipped up these crabs, didn't I? Alright, it was my fault they got a little excited in the first place, but there you go. Here's some dinner.
I used to work at Angus Mill, but I had to leave.
Okay, great. Alright, we're on the right track. Okay, so this is kind of interesting, right? She's basically done a big loop. So when we traveled away from the Mage College for the first time, we got up here to this intersection ahead, and she took a right and went past the Night Gate and then headed straight for Whiterun. So getting to that intersection will answer some questions for her just about where she is geographically speaking and give us a better command of our surroundings. Okay, so this would be the spot right here. So now she's able to make the connection that, okay, this is the road to Winterhold, this is the road to Windhelm, this is the road to Whiterun, and she kind of knows where this loop is going to take her. So that's huge right there, because that's a big chunk of the map right now that she has a better understanding of. So that's pretty cool. This way? Really? Well, that's interesting. Maybe we actually passed it as we left the college. All right, this is where we saw that battle going on before, and she made it past here without getting involved. That was kind of a scary thing, because there was a lot of people dying in a very small area here. What, in here? The book is in here? All right, well, let's be smart about this, I guess. What? Huh. Well, let's see what we can do. I mean, no one's around. Only got 8 lockpicks left, though. That's not great. All right, let's... Now, this is interesting, right? Because I think that damn, we could be screwed here. Oh man, this is not good. All right. Okay, even if I find the sweet spot now, I may not have enough lockpicks left over to actually get it done now. Yeah. Wait. Damn. Shit. It's definitely leading me in there. Well, we don't know who's staying here, but the place seems pretty deserted. So, if they haven't nailed everything down, we might find what we need to actually get this job done, but we need lockpicks. The old ways. That seems like something Urag would like. Take that. All right, we're going to have to explore the rest of this fortress. Even if we come up with some more lockpicks, that lock is going to be reset, and there's no guarantee we'll be able to get into it. So now, Breezy is faced with an interesting conundrum. Whoa. Now, I think what's happening here is that that trapdoor is actually an entrance into the sewer system provided by Sewers of Skyrim. And what we're pursuing right now is a vanilla quest line. So I think what is happening is, I don't think the book is actually in there. But I think the quest maybe, I don't know, the quest may be drawing us in there because it is the path of least resistance to get to the location where the book is located. If we were elsewhere on the map and used clairvoyance, it might lead us in a completely different direction. So, but it's interesting, right? I like the conundrum it presents. It's going to really take some doing for her to figure out how to get in there. because she does not know where it goes, and she does not know that there's other entrances and exits. She has no idea. So, for all she knows, that could be a cellar that's basically just a dead end, and in there is a chest that has the book in it or something. She has no way of knowing. Oh. Damn. What I want to do is I want to draw him in. I want to draw him in, right? If I draw him in, he's going to run over our wind rune. And when that sets him back, it puts us in a position to attack. But he's not really taking the bait. Oh. No, crashed. Up we go. All right, we'll have to replay this. Not a big deal, but annoying. So let's do that. What I'll probably do here is we'll pick up the items that we gathered the first time through, and then I will, since we've got a lot of useful commentary in that first segment, instead of repeating that, I'll just splice them together. I'll find a good place to splice it together once we get down there where the fight is. All right. Okay, he's standing in a spot where I can get at him through the bars here, right? Surprise. You bastard. Ah, I got you with the the thingamajigger, the rune. Perfect. That went very well. Wisp wrappings. Say, that reminds me. Since we're here, let's have a look. Hedge Mage armor. 2 skeever tails, 1 beehive husk, 1 iron ore, 2 tundra cotton. All right, excellent. That means that we are in a position to understand something more about our armor and improve our defenses. So let's go ahead and do that. All right. Plus 10 on the boots, plus 6 on the something, plus something on the something. It went by too fast. All right, we improved our armor. Now, let's take a look at the quest journal again. Okay, now. Hedge Mage armor. Plus 10 boots, plus 6 hood, plus 2 gloves, plus 2... what? Oh, I see. 10 on the armor, 6 on the boots, 2 on the hood, 2 on the gloves. Okay, I got it. I got it. So that kind of tells us where we're at here. Now, the way that this works is that as we go up in levels, periodically a new quest is going to pop up, and it's going to tell us, hey, now you've hit a certain level, you have an opportunity to improve your Hedge Mage armor again, and it'll tell us what we need for ingredients in order to do that, and then we can do it. I think it's fantastic. I think it's a great way to create a scenario where you can play a mage and do the light armor thing without feeling so much like you're missing something, or like you have to rely so heavily on enchanting, things like that. So it's just one more bit of defensive capacity that we have, which I think is terrific. All right, well, we know where we need to go. Our problem is we have no idea how to get there. So we've kind of emptied this place out. Now look at this. Is it guiding us away from this now? We still have this selected. And it's guiding us away now. So maybe this is our book radar telling us there's another way to get at this book. All right, this is good. Let's follow this and see where it takes us. Maybe there's an alternate path, right? If you guys have questions about the order of the Divine Scribe, I see it popping up in the comments there. Listen to episode 1 of this Let's Play. That primer is kind of where I talk about it a little bit. If you listen to the primer, then you'll understand how I'm viewing it. The Order of the Divine Scribe, in my game, is essentially a college formed by monks, and its history is based on the worship of Xarxes, who is the scribe of Auriel. And I talk about that in some detail in the first episode. All right. Where the hell is this book? It's leading me right back to the Arcanium. Huh. What if another mage recovered it and it's just in the library now?
Walk always in the light, or we will drag you to it.
Really? This is insane. It's going to take me back to the college. That would actually be kind of funny. If some other mage recovered it and brought it back to the library, and then clairvoyance just led her back to the library.
Go cast your fancy magic someplace else.
Screw you, pal. I'm working here. What? Oh, this is getting nuts. Although gosh. It's really interesting that it's allowing me to go along a different path than the one we had identified initially with that trapdoor. I don't know, this may be totally a wild goose chase, but even if it is, I think it has some awesome potential as a bit of story here. Where the hell are you leading me? Sarthal, why? It's going up here? Uh-oh. Oh, skeletons. Really? Suck wind. All right. You're welcome, goat. Oh, man. It would be very, very tempting to look at the map. But I'm really trying not to do that. I mean, how many times have you done a role play, right, where you're trying to find a reason to justify aimlessly wandering Skyrim? This is the perfect way to do that. She's in pursuit of a book. She doesn't know where it is. She's got to use this weird sort of esoteric, strange method to try and find it, which drags her all over into these places where normally she wouldn't have gone. So it's kind of like the perfect situation just for exploration, I guess. Where? Down here? This really does feel like a wild goose chase, though. Let's confirm, however. I mean, we don't have anything else selected except this book. Although, it's not really surprising that we're kind of taking this meandering path because, you know, if you ever spent any time traveling with NPCs around the map and watching the way that they walk the road sometimes and then wander off into the middle of nowhere. Wait a minute. Oh man, what's this? Flame cloak. We found Isra, one of the missing students. Oh. Well, interesting. Well, that is definitely going to help us get in good with certain people. No, where the holy hell are we going here? I might just have to give up on this method if this keeps up. However, our wanderings did help us find one of these students who was on our list, right? And back again. Okay. Well. All right. All right, you big fat beast. Did you swallow the book? Is that what's going on here? Did you swallow it? Do I need to cut your belly open? No. Maybe this is a test. Maybe this is our boss testing us, seeing if we can find it. All right, let's shake things up a bit. Whoa. Okay. Nope, it keeps wanting to drag us back down there. Okay, I think it's time to consult the map. We got to make sure we're not going... Ah! That makes perfect sense now. That makes perfect sense. Okay, so we've gone down there by the shore, and we've had no luck. So let's go up here. I think what we're encountering here is some of the shortcomings of clairvoyance as a directional spell. All right, well, the location that it's in is it's deep underground in a cavern inside this mountain. And that's why it's got us running around the base of the mountain. Now, why before it directed us to a trapdoor in the floor of Fort Kostov or whatever it is beyond me, unless the game somehow considered that a quick egress into the underground areas. I don't know. Entrance. That's what I'm thinking. All right, well, we go in here. All right, so we come in here. First thing we see are bodies and nasty stuff. This is like deja vu. I've been through this recently. Oh gods, why? That gets my attention. I return home to find my beautiful Ramadi killed, and this thing, this horrible bug-like creature, ransacking our home. I managed to kill the damn thing. I think it might be a Daedra. It must have come out of the cellar. I'm going down there and locking the door behind me to make sure they don't escape. I don't know if I'll make it out, but I have to save my family. Oh, shit. Okay. Now it's leading us out. Let's have a look. Hobbs Fall Cave. Current location. Well, it's definitely a separate cave. It's different than this, right? Alright, so we were just tap dancing around the entrance down there. That's part of the problem. Now, we aren't going to let this experience go to waste, however. She's traveling around trying to find this book and comes across this horrible, bloody scene. However, we don't know how old it is, and we also know that as soon as we got inside, our intuition is leading us back out. So, wherever it is we gotta go, we'll find our way there by other means. Ooh, this is a long drop. So we were pretty close to where we needed to be. Yeah, we were right on top of it. We jumped down in here before, but it led us the wrong direction. So, yeah, there you go, right there, see? We were literally on top of it. So let's go in. Okay, this looks like bandits. Something. Oh, not bandits. Undead? Hang on. Who is this? Ah. Necromancers. Good to know. What do you got? All right. Necromancers got their hands on the writings of Shalador. That's not good. We definitely got to get this away from these lunatics. It's none of these.
There you are. I'll see.
All right. Good job. Okay, let's quick save here. Now, the interesting thing is, during our search, of course, we run across the lighthouse and that whole murder scene in there. So we need to start thinking about what Breezy is going to think of that. Does a situation like that, we read enough of the journal to know that this woman is dead and that, you know, somebody is searching for her killer and going into a harrowing situation. So what kind of person is Breezy, and does that tug at her heartstrings enough that she would try to help? I think right now she's thinking like, okay, this is none of my business. I don't want to get involved. But my sense is that, you know, she's definitely a good person at heart, and the more she thinks about it, the more she's going to be feeling guilty. And so I think after this is over, she's going to go back to that lighthouse and explore and see what she can do to help. So to me, that seems like the next logical step. All right, well, this is getting fairly long in the tooth, so let's go ahead and call this one here. I want to thank you for checking it out. If you'd like to get involved and play along with us, check out unbound.charactercrusade.com for current play rules. You can join the discussion with other players by joining our Discord community at discord.charactercrusade.com. You can find Character Crusade Unbound podcast on iTunes, YouTube, and Stitcher. You can find those, of course, at the website, along with a full schedule of our upcoming podcast live streams. Thank you so much for joining the adventure, and we'll see you next time.